It's ups and downs in anything. Keep going, my nigga. It's better days. I damn near had to sacrifice everything. Keep going.
That is the theme for today, especially today. Ups and downs in anything. Keep going. Literally, shout out Larry June for the vocals every single damn time. It's your boy Mellow TMG. Let's get started. Let's get into it. Rises and falls, where we simply take stock of our athletes over the previous week. It's been a while. I can only apologize. Hence why I say that's the theme of today, especially because, damn, it's been a hectic week, back and forth, up and down. But I still came back. I still kept on going. Literally, you know. But before we get into it, I just have to say that to you guys. But yeah, make sure you follow us on the Instagram or the YouTube, whichever way you listen to us. Make sure you follow us on Twitter and Instagram as well, rather for the socials, Audible, Apple Podcasts or Spotify. With the TMG boys, we're just trying to make it. But our number one rise of the week, no other person to go to than the boy, the man. I should have his jersey on today. But, I'm so behind schedule as a joke. But, we're going to cast that to the side. It's not about that right now. It's the boy, the Greek freak, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Or Kumbo, if you want to pronounce it the Nigerian way. Or Antetokounmpo. So many pronunciations, but Antetokounmpo. What a guy. What a guy. Literally, I'm going to leave you guys with this. 50-piece extra crispy. When it matters the most, closing out game for all the marbles, the title, game 6. You win, you're the champion, you lose, you have to go back to Phoenix. And he played the best game of his entire career. Oh my Lord. Literally. And arguably one of the best closeout games there's ever been. That guy was phenomenal. And the most important thing is he hit his damn free throws. He went 17 and 19 from the line. That's essentially 90%. He was shooting like KD. He was shooting like Steph Curry from the line. It was crazy. Absolutely crazy. But he dominated on both ends. Both sides of the ball. He was so phenomenal. He was a beast. Beast. Like, what's it called? Like the Migos says, he a little beast. Beastie. He was an absolute beast. Literally. But, before we get into game 6, game 5, he went for 32, 9, and 6. 61% from the field. 14 and 23. That's what he shot. 3-point percentage, 0 of 1, 0%. I don't mind that. He's limiting his shots. He's knowing himself. One of the most important things for people to understand is to know yourself. Know your capabilities and know your limitations. Free throw percentage, he was poor that game, 4 11, 36%, but they still got the dub. But game 6 is where it's at. He went for 50, 14, 2 assists, and 5 damn blocks. And that's not even counting all the shots he altered, he changed. The guy was just crazy. He was absolutely crazy. Oh my, he was nasty. He was nasty with it. 64% from the field, 16 at 25. He shot 3-point percentage, 1 of 3, 33%. I don't mind that. And then at the end of the day, if Giannis can shoot roughly 30 to 33% for me, that's what I'll take. I always said, if Giannis, averages 28 and 12 or blah, 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 and maybe 5, 6 assists, a steal, a block, and also, 50%, at least 50% from the field and 30% from the free throw line. From the 3-point line and 70% from the free throw line. I'll take that. That's phenomenal numbers. But yeah, like I said, the most important thing was 17 and 19 from the free throw line. It was incredible. And for the finals as a collective, he averaged 35 points, 13 rebounds, 5 assists, 1.8 steals, 1.2 blocks. 1.8 blocks, 1.2 steals, I believe. Crazy, phenomenal numbers. He was absolutely mental. Mental he was. Mental. He shot 61% from the field. 3-point percentage, 17%. But I don't mind that. 2.5 attempts a game, I'll take that. Free throw, 62%. We want it a bit higher, but we'll take that at the end of the day. And you know what's even crazy? He came back from a hyperextension and he still managed to do these things. I mean, the guy is just phenomenal. The guy is a legend in the making. Like I said before, a couple years ago, road to top 10 all the time. That's what we're really pushing for with Giannis. And that's what we really want, He's one of my favorite players. In this finals, he might have eclipsed LeBron as my favorite player in the game right now. But from basketball, we go to boxing. We go to the sweet science. We look at Joyce. He done what he had to do. The former Olympic silver medalist from the 2016 London Games. The Rio de Janeiro Games. He moves up to 13-0, 12 KO. So his professional record is not bad at all. I mean, in the fight against Carlos Takam, he was just a constant. That's kind of what Joe Joyce has been throughout his whole career. Just a constant, always in front of you, always going to be there. He's not going to go down easy. Has a solid chin, has a great jab, decent power. You're going to have to do really well to get rid of him. He's very durable. Like I said, the chin's there. And he's never going to give up. I mean, that's how he kind of got rid of Dubois. Even though Dubois might have landed some more powerful punches, but he's always going to be there. And he's got that ramrod type of jab that's just going to be stinging, and it builds up. It's accurate. And, if you hit the same place so many times, you're going to cause serious damage. And that's what Joyce does. Controversially, he got the early stoppage, a bit premature, might like him. The referee was a bit too early to intervene, but, because he did stun Takam with a left hook, come straight in the 6th round, and an overhand right, Takam was catching him a lot, so he did well to get rid of him in the end, even though it was controversial, premature. He's looking to face the winner of AJ and Fury in the future. He's the WBO mandatory, one of the belts that AJ has, so he might, in the meantime, face Dylan White or Chisora. I think a fight against Dylan White would be really good. Chisora, I think he'll beat Chisora, but with Dylan White, that'll be a true test because both of them are kind of in the same stage. I believe Dylan White's a WBC mandatory, and he's a WBO mandatory, and hopefully after AJ and Fury get through their fights, hopefully against Wilder and particularly Usyk, which won't be no pushover for AJ at all. They can, because they'll probably do 2-fight deal. So maybe going into 2022, early 2023, maybe Joyce or Dylan White get their shot at the title. But that's that. And from boxing, we go back to my number one sport, my first love. That is football. OGS, Ole Gunnar Solskjær, Ole's at the wheel. My United boys, tell me how you feel. Bars. He signed a 3-year deal with the option of a 4th year. He's read up with Manchester United, and the Manchester United faithful, or the higher uppers, the powers that be, seem to be happy with his work. I don't know about the fans, because a lot of fans have been critical of his work, but we'll see what happens in the end. He's rumored to be worth 25 million overall over the course of the 3 years. Not bad. Getting top dollar in his pocket. He's been at United since 18-19. He's on the way up. He signed Sancho, and potentially, I think Varane's been signed now as well. So, he's making waves. He's making waves. He's making improvements. And, he's done really well to still be at United at this point in time. He hasn't won a trophy per se, but United have made, I guess, small improvement. Whether or not he could be the guy to take that to the level they want to get back to, which is, winning Premier League, seriously challenging for Premier Leagues, and being a serious threat in the Champions League and challenging for Champions League and, ultimately winning it. That's United. That's where United need to be at. That's their goal. That's their heritage. Anything below that ain't cutting. United ain't a team that's happy being second best or getting losers, medals and runners up. That ain't United. Literally, I know. Because when I was growing up, Arsenal United, we were going straight at it back in the good old days, late 90s, early 2000s. And United, they got a bit of us. They won more. They're United the winners. And so doing what they're doing right now ain't going to cut it. It ain't going to cut it whatsoever. But, from football, we go to basketball back again. And on the flip side of Giannis' great finals performance, we go to Deandre Ayton, who had the terrible task. I don't envy him at all. The unenviable task of guarding Giannis throughout the finals, essentially. Especially when Saric went down as well, that task got doubled even more because they didn't really have another big to even use up minutes against Giannis. And my boy, I like Deandre Ayton a lot. The former number one pick, I believe, from the 2018 draft. He got handled. He got served. He got owned. Giannis owned him. He got him in foul trouble constantly throughout the finals. Giannis ate him up. He wore him down and out. Game 6, Ayton was all right. He went for 20-10, 1, 2, and 1. So 1 assist, 2 blocks, and a steal. Shot 58% from the field, 7 and 12 from the free throw line. No, 7 and 12 from the field. Free throw line 100%, 6 or 6. Game 7, basically where he really went and just imploded. Maybe it was one. So not game 7. Game 5 was the other one. Game 6 is where he really wore down and imploded. 12 points, 6 rebounds. That's not counting it. 1, 2, and 2. So 1 assist, 2 steals, and 2 blocks. Shot 33% from the field, 4 12. That's terrible for a big. That most of his shots are basically at the paint or maybe just outside the paint. He's getting a lot of putbacks and dunks. His heart was just ripped out by Giannis and Cole. Free throw line 8%, 4 or 5 wasn't too bad, but he just got taken to school. He got taken to task. But he'll be back though. I have a lot of faith in him. He has he has a great coach in Monty Williams, and he seems to respond well to him. And he's great fundamentally in terms of athleticism, and he's got decent stroke, and He'll be back. This is what we'll learn from him. He'll grow stronger from this. The boy. He'll be back for sure. But from Ayton, we go back to football. And Wayne Rooney. Damn. Wayne Rooney, you're no longer a player. You're a manager now. You can't be having these scandals. My boy. You can't be. Literally, after his China White scandal, Manchester people don't know that's a top club in Manchester. I'm still yet to really, enjoy the finer things of that club, that spot. But he was there. He was caught in 4K live. Oh, doing his thing. He's dying, to put it mildly, I don't want to get into the nitty-gritty about that, but he was doing his thing. He was having fun. Maybe too much fun, especially as a married man. Oh, I've spoken too much. And it's crazy because he also injured one of his players after a bad tackle, and his club only has 8 senior players left. Derby are in dire straits. They're no longer as good as and respected as they once were when one Frank Lampard was at the helm. Derby County, my friends, ladies and gentlemen, they're in dire straits right now. And, like I said, he's way too experienced and involved to be getting involved in these type of scandals. He has babes farting in his face, in his grill and stuff. Like, come on, you're not 18 anymore. Like I said, you're not a professional footballer anymore. You're a professional manager. You're a manager. You're an example. You're an example to the club. You have to set the tone. You can't be doing these little kiniko scandal. You can't be doing that. I'm sorry, my boy. You can't be. But to close out this segment, week 24, segment 24, we got the team, USA Basketball. They lost to France in their opening Olympic game, 83-76, their first loss since 2004, which snaps the 25-game winning streak. The aura of invincibility that USA have, especially in Olympic basketball, especially since they've been sending their professionals, has long gone. Because even in the warm-up games, they were sketchy, lost a couple games, and they weren't. These teams already defeated before they faced the Americans before, but now that's not the case. Evan Fournier had a game, arguably of his life. He drew the 3-pointer with a minute to go, which the friend held on to that lead, which completed a comeback after the US had an 8-point lead with 4 minutes left of play. And that was the biggest of his 28 points for Fournier in one of his finest games, like I said, he's ever played. And it was followed by an incredible postseason incredible possession in which the Americans managed to get 5 shots off and miss them all. They got 5 shots, they rebounded so well, but they missed every single damn shot. The final 3 were wide open 3-point attempts from Zach LaVine, Kevin Durant, and Drew Holiday. Missed them all. And to make matters worse, the leader, Greg Popovich, one of the greatest coaches of all time, he can make a very outside case. Not very outside, you can make an outside case. You can make a strong case of him being the best coach of all time. It seems like his leadership and direction are not really in line with what the USA basketball team are wanted. They maybe not responding to the guy, I don't know. But it is what it is. It's your boy Melo TMG. It's been lovely. It's been a pleasure to be back. I felt so good. I'm so sorry, guys. I'll never do this to you guys ever again. Believe that. But your boy Melo, I'm out.